duck, duck, another duck. And I still have 700 more of these to do, and then I have to figure out how to train the model, which I have no clue how.
You're just struggling over here, my man. What's the matter?
I have so much data to label and train, and I have no idea how.
Well, you don't need to worry. I myself have 7,000 items to label, and all I had to do was upload all my data online.
What? How? How did that work? What's your secret?
My secret lies in 3 simple words. Quack, quack, and quack.
Aquaduck is a competitive machine learning pipeline where businesses post tasks for a worldwide community of contributors to tackle. Here you can see one of these clients creating a new project for all of our contributors to take on. And you can see them providing all the necessary information like the markdown file. The markdown file allows our clients to provide information about the problem, how to tackle it, how to label images, how they want their model to be structured, and additional information for all of our contributors. The submission deadline is the deadline for all of our contributors to submit their model files and their run.py files, which generate all the labels. Here you can see them creating the data set. This is the type, the task type, like image classification, object detection, etc. And then they can add the classes. Here they're adding building and nature. And then they're going to add all the data set files, all the images. And then they're going to give us short instruction for all of our contributors to label. And now here they choose a evaluation metric like accuracy, precision, recall. Of course, there's many others, but these are the ones we just chose for the hackathon. And then it's going to upload all of those files. And then here you can see the client dashboard. This shows all the projects. And then here you see an actual contributor labeling one of our images. Here it is a duck, and it's just an object detection task. And they're just labeling with a classification. And they get a reward once they've actually labeled it. And then here, logging back in to the contributor dashboard, they're going to submit a model to a project. They submit a run.py. This is a very simple example, but they submit a run.py and a requirements.txt. And these two will work together for the evaluation. Here you see the scores. The scores are based on the metrics chosen for each project, and there's a ranking. The number one ranking at the end of the deadline will receive the reward for the project. And here's some more of all the projects. And then here you can see our deployment for the contributors or the clients, and they're deploying to the model files, and the model files return a label. And then this is a specific instance. You choose any image you want to upload for the deployment. You're going to run inference on the best model on our backend that was submitted by contributors, and it's going to submit a label back.
And now finally, here you can see the cloud infrastructure of the system. The most important part of it is, of course, the virtual machine that runs the Spring Boot backend. It also orchestrates Docker containers for running submitted models and evaluating their performance. Another important part of it is, of course, the SQL database that maintains all the metadata for data structures. Azure File Storage is used for storing all the submissions as well as raw files for training models. At Aquaduck, we don't just see innovation, we see transformation. We believe our technology has the potential to be truly disruptive in the AI and machine learning market, redefining how intelligence is built, scaled, and applied. This is more than a product, it's the future taking shape, and we're just getting started.